from the numbers to the sidelines to run in. Okay? When Alex gets approximately 5 yards, 6, 7 yards away, he's going to push it to the right or left. Okay? And then he's going to double uppercut and just wrap up on the dummy. Okay? So again, reinforcing the concept of keeping your hips down low, chopping, moving forward, and then double uppercut as you make the hit. All right? Ready? Hit. Hit. Spin it. Hit. There, and then wrap up. You can go to the right or to the left. Now, the hardest part of this is teaching the young kids like Greg. He's freshman. He's never done this one yet before, but to try and move it to the right or left, to put a move on. But that's not really all that important. The more important part is that he keeps his eyes on the target. Get back over there. Greg, right there. In this particular drill, we also try to teach the concept of using the field, the sidelines, as another tackle. So that's why I have them come here and say that we are going to go through the gate. As they're running at each other, I'm always watching Alex, the tackler. Come on, Alex. To make sure he stays on this guy's inside hip. And as he moves out to the side, I still want to be on his inside hip. Now push it to the right. So that if he does try to cut back, we're going to run right back into him. So I stay on the inside hip, and that's my aiming point. When you're in the open field, I always try to teach them to look at the waist. Not the ball, not the head, not the numbers, right? But the waist. Because the arms and everything else can move laterally, sideways, etc. But the waist always stays the same, right? So his aiming point is going to be the inside hip, the waist of the runner, right? Greg, put 2 hands on it like this, and the inside. Okay. And you're going to go right or left, right? One more time. Ready? Set. Hit. Spin it. Break down. Hit. Okay. Now, see, and that happens. You're going to run into it. Alex took his eyes off the target. Right? And sometimes the offensive guy tries to fake him out or whatever, but we still want to keep our eyes on the target there. Okay? All right, come on back. Those are some of one more drill. Those are what I try to do as far as teaching open field. Now, our defensive backs are specialists in that their position is a lot different than a linebacker's, although somewhat similar, a lot different than the closed field tackles that the defensive linemen have to make. So put that ball down. So one of the things that I found works pretty well to get guys to move their feet is what I call semicircle tackles. Now when I set up the drill, I usually set it up with some cones, but I tell them to start 1 yard apart. And again, part of this, you got to coach the offensive guys, right? He's going to be on offense, he's going to be on defense, and we're going to be in a back pedal mode first. You're going to back pedal 3 steps. While he's back pedaling, this guy is going to go back and semicircle. We're going to make a semicircle here, and then make a tackle and drive him back 3 steps, and then get back down in stance again, and then wrap him up. Come on back again. So I call semicircle tackles, and I do it at least once a week, because as a defensive back, we've got to stay on our feet. We've got to move our feet. You got to, we're going to make the tackle, but we've got to get there with our feet. So this drill incorporates footwork, right, with a good stance and good body position as we go through it. Now, we don't do this live or anything, but I want a little collision when they make contact. So I tell the offensive guy, give them a shot, okay? Dip your shoulder, protect yourself. I don't have them jumping in the air or anything like that, all right? But there should be a little bit of a collision at the end. Now, we're not going to do that today because these guys have been out of it for a week or 2 now, right? 2 weeks, a week and a half. So we're not really ready to tackle yet, but you get the idea. Ready? Set, hit! He's going to back pedal, come up, you're going to wrap, 1, 2, 3, drive him back, all right? Head up, drive him back, 1, 2, 3. Notice he brings his hips, and we drive him back 3 steps, right? And we'll start coming back again over here. Start on the hash, all right? Ready? Set, hit! Let's come back the other way. Still keeping the head in neutral position. Alex does a pretty good job. Watch his head. Head's in right in the middle of his body. Still does a pretty good job of keeping it there and still bringing his hips and giving a little jolt as he comes through. Now we'll switch sides. We call that semicircle tackles. Now, occasionally, too,